today's video we're going to talk about the shank. This is the shot that hits this part of the club, hits the hosel part of the club. It's known by lots of terrible names, and I know people sometimes consider it a little bit like the yips. But what I want to first of all explain is that the shank is no more a bad shot than a slice, a hook, a top, a fat. It's just a mechanical error. But what happens is, because it's such a wild shot and it shoots so far to the right so quickly, golfers can allow this to become sort of felt as if it's some sort of mental problem, and they sort of class as getting the shanks. So the first thing you have to understand is that you have to forgive yourself for a shank in the same way that you would for a hook or a slice. Don't attach as much emotion to it as you may currently do. What we want to look at is the mechanical things that cause a shank, give you a couple of drills to work on it and give you some sort of protection against hitting it, because if you understand where it comes from and if you can let it go when you hit one, you shouldn't get the shanks, which is what we want to try and avoid. Yeah, you're going to make the odd mistake and you'll hit the odd shank, the same as you might hit the odd slice or hook, but that's all it should be. So the first thing to understand with a shank is that whatever your swing path, whether it's inside, outside or square, what you know for sure is that at the moment of impact the club is further away from you than when you started. I hear lots of talk about a shank's near to a good shot. Well, not really. I don't see how a miss of an inch is near to a good shot, in the same way a slice is not really near to a good shot. So don't be fooled. This is a mechanical mistake, and we're not trying to make a swing that could make us shank it. Now, two basic ways that you can hit a shank. Too much on the inside, with the hands getting high, the shank of the club getting to the ball first, but again, my hands are further away from me, meaning my club head is moving further away from me, so I can hit the shank. The other side, a more common way of hitting a shank that I see, is when the club gets to the outside of the golf ball line, and quite often the golfers here are slicers. What they're trying to do is pull across the ball, but if they don't quite pull across the ball in time, they hit the dreaded shank. But as I say, either way, it doesn't matter. You can work on the shank in the same way by understanding that you need to have your hands and the club head swinging closer to you, not further away from you. There's a couple of drills that you can use to work on this. The first drill is to take your normal address position to a golf ball and practice missing the ball on the inside. So you're going to make a normal attempt at a golf ball, but you're going to practice swinging and missing the ball on the inside. This will give you that sensation of bringing the hands closer to you. The next thing you're going to try and do is the same motion, but you're going to practice this time catching the ball right on the toe of the club. So in your mind's eye, you're going to aim for that silver part of the club that has no grooves on it. So again, training those hands to come down on a better line. So set up with the ball in the middle of the club, but aim for the silver part of the club. Back and through. So it will make a horrible noise. It won't feel very nice, but you can see from the splodge there that I got the ball right on the end of the club. If you do this enough times, you will start to train yourself to catch the ball in the right place. This will make this a natural motion. Doesn't matter whether you're inside or outside. If you can do this drill, it will sort things out. Another good one is to place a head cover just behind the golf ball, so that you've got just about enough room for the club to pass, but make sure it's behind the ball, because the idea is that if you come down from the outside, you'll catch it, or if you start moving out too early, you'll catch it. But you should be able to hit nice and easily back and through without getting anywhere near the head cover.